Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirrabbilalamin. Wabihi nasta'in ala umurid dunia waddin. Wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd. Honorable jury, Ustadz Ustazah whom I respect, as well as friends of the speech participants I love. Praise be to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who has given us all the pleasures, especially health and the blessings of faith of Islam, so that until now we can participate in the English speech competition in order to support government's policy to educate young generation about literacy today. Salawat and greetings may continue to be poured out to our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, whom we hope for intercession on the last day. Amin amin ya rabbal alamin. Alright, let me introduce myself. My name is Nurul Mawaddah. My friends call me Nurul. I'm the third grade student of Madrasah Sanawiyah Darul Ilmi Banjarbaru. Ladies and gentlemen, in this opportunity, I would like to deliver a speech about be smart reader, be smart netizen. As a smart society, we can be more careful when socializing in this technological era. Certainly, have to be more critical in reading or sharing, especially read the news first before deciding to share it. And by having knowledge about how to prevent the spread of hoaxes, netizens can filter the truth of the news before sharing it. News can tell the truth or even a lie. The situation also might create bad news, a fake news, or hoax, and it can widely found in various media, especially online media or social media. Hoax are false information, deviating from the truth, and it made by irresponsible people who has the certain interest. The spread of hoaxes is intended to cause anxiety, hatred, hostility, or excessive worship among the community. Our government continues to urge its citizens to understand how to prevent the spread of hoaxes, so that people are not fooled by news that is actually a lie. The question is, why this can happen? Number one, human curiosity. Many people don't actually read the content they share. So, eliminate the habit of sharing content without reading the content deeply. Here, prevent yourself from becoming a hoax spreader. Number two, modern technology. Internet, cellular networks, and other sophisticated platforms can trigger the spread of hoaxes. So, when we use technology, we must keep thinking logically and critically. Number three, people often do not consider the originality of news sources. Actually, we can avoid the hoaxes by looking at the official site first, or compare with the references on Google or other site first, or other site that already trusted. We should be more careful and not rush to press the share button. Number four, the more people see content, the easier they can trust it. Just because many of your friends share certain news doesn't mean it must be true. We can prevent participating in hoaxes by doing checks and rechecks. Okay, people? As smart netizens, we must know some preventive ways to overcome hoaxes. First, avoid provocative or sensational titles. Hoax news often uses sensational titles that are provocative, as desired by the hoax maker. Second, we should check news sources or website address first. When you receive news from social media, try to see where the news sources come from. Sometimes, hoax news only has information from the group next door. Before you share about the source, please do not spread the words. Check the authenticity of the news by finding out the origin of the source. Third, we should check the authenticity of the photo or video first. In today's era of digital technology, not only content in the form of text that can be manipulated, but also in the form of photos or videos. Many times, the fake news makers edit photos to provoke readers. Fourth is about fact check. Another thing to observe are news made based on facts, which are events that occur with testimony and evidence, are just opinions, which are the opinions and impression of news writers that have a tendency to be subjective. Fifth, use our logical and critical thinking. In reading information today, do not swallow information raw. We have to find out whether the information we get is valid or it could be just a hoax. 6. We should read the whole news first. You must read information from beginning to finish so that misunderstandings do not happen. If you are careful in reading, it will certainly prevent you from the danger of hoaxes. 7. We don't rush to share. Before you decide to share, it's a good idea to make sure it is true. Do not immediately believe the news you receive, because the purpose of hoaxes is to spread fear. 8. Develop your curiosity at all times. Curiosity is scientifically proven to open up more open thinking. Do not immediately spread news without checking the truth. 9. Please recheck. The next way to prevent the spread of hoaxes is comparing the content of news from one media with another. This will give a better understanding whether the news is true or just a hoax. Ladies and gentlemen, what is the impact of hoaxes in our daily life? Hoaxes have negative impacts that will poison the minds of everyone who reads it, or just because of misinformation. This fake news can cause individual or group disunity. Hoaxes also can make people not believing the facts. If people receive hoax news too often over time, it can make people not believing the facts anymore. Public will continue to be provoked by these fake news. And finally, of course, hoax can create negative opinions. News can make people angry about someone who is talked about in the news. Even if the news is a lie, people will have a negative point of view, even though what is reported wrong. Smart people, you must be careful in receiving all information. Double check the information the best way for us to do, so you not be easily exposed to hoaxes. Maybe this incident happened because Indonesians' lack of digital literacy education. Come on friends, let's fight hoaxes. Your smart contributions is important to remind your family, our close friends who may often be exposed to hoaxes. Invite as many of your friends as possible to support the anti-hoax movement. And if done together, people will not be easily tricked by fake news. Restraint can also save yourself from being trapped by DETA law on charges of spreading fake news. So a little speech that I can convey here may be useful for all of us, especially for students who are studying. So think about it. I think that's all then. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.